Y'all already know what I was doing on Facebook. I see stuff all the time, and I kid you not, I wish people would really close their mouth. So many people have some things to say about me and things that I say out loud. And I look at the stupidness that I see on Facebook, or Instagram, or Snapchat, what have you. And boy, I tell you, it is some stupid things that people would say out there. Makes my stuff sound way smarter than it should. I know. But here's my logic. On Facebook, I was looking at this video that somebody shared. It was about this woman who was 35, had a 13-year-old kid, and she was basically, kind of in a state of delusion because she wanted a six-figure man when she wasn't really making six figures herself. And the guy that was on there, he was trying to give her advice about, date within your means. Don't date above your expectations. However, I didn't like his approach. I didn't like how she was operating, and I didn't like his approach to the situation. Basically, I just didn't like them both. And y'all know I try to be gender neutral when it comes to giving advice about relationships anyway. So this was perfect for me. Both of them were in the wrong. Now, I don't know these two from a can of paint. I don't know their names. I just listened to the situation, and I made my comments on Facebook. But as I said before, it's not all about the stuff that people think it should be about. It's really about that person's spirit. But I am going to give you three things that are going to make sense. Now, these three things are basically the three types of people that should exist when it comes to dating. This has nothing to do with gender, income, status, whatever. These are natural three things that anybody can do, whether you're a pope, a monk, or whatever. You can do this. All right. So the first thing is the most obvious one. People want to be able to date on their level. They want to be able to date someone who's equal to them, which is no problem. It's a preference. So take me for example. If I'm already on the road to getting my doctorate. If I wanted to date somebody that was at my level or an equivalent of something to that nature, I'm gonna make sure that the list gets thinned out, and all that'll be left are the people that are at my level. Now, I could operate in another way. Let's look at option number two. Option number two, if you're a type of person that's already at this point, but the person that you really are into is not there yet, they're like down here, it's up to you to make the choice whether or not you want to help them reach that point or just move on to another choice. Now, these people can operate within that means because of their heart, their compassion. Now, it's up to the person that's down here to not take advantage of that, because that's where you'll get people who will go back to number one, where it means they date on the equal. So if you're down here and the person that's interested in you is up here, you need to be option number three. All right. Option number three is, you're into someone that's up here, but you are down here. That means you're going to want to work hard to reach their level. Without any help whatsoever, you are making the effort to reach to them, not them making the effort to come down and bring you up to them. Now, I am going to say this publicly and on record. There is nothing wrong with all three situations being put into play. What is wrong is when we, one, allow ourselves to be, put in a state of an illusion because of how it looks on social media. Two, when we're not true to ourselves as to what we want. And three, this is the big one, we mess up when we allow other people to basically dictate to us what we already know. Yeah, I know that's a bit confusing. If I already know that I want to date somebody with these particular things, I don't need the world to remind me of that. Shut up. Let me do this. And so, with that being said, date who you want to date, but be smart about it. All right? Be smart about it. So, three things. One, evaluate yourself. Figure out which of the three people you are in the current state right now of your relationship or in the courting process. Two, do whatever it takes to make sure that the levels are equal. And three, follow me on YouTube, Road to the Doctorate. Be blessed, y'all.